too bright? Is that alright?
Hello, hope youse are keeping well.
Hello David, how are you? How are you keeping?
Hey guys, I'm James, and in this video I'm going to show you how to remove rotten, broken off fence posters in the ground. I'm going to be using a tool that I use all the time in my line of work, and it's literally going to save you hours of manual labour.
Aye, we're good. Getting
Let's go
away.
ahead and get started.
I know I've not seen you for a while.
I'm good, cheers, long time no speak.
I've been busy though, and I was away last week.
Okay, so essentially what I'm going to be using is an eye plate. I spent a lot of time searching online for these, and this one is rated to carry 500 kilograms. You can get others online that aren't quite as strong as this. Because I'm using it all the time, I wanted to get something that isn't going to break after a couple of uses. It's also got larger holes in the plate, so you can use bigger
How's Tam?
to screw.
How's Tam? He's alright. He's sitting watching something on YouTube. He's just chilling out. Take it easy with a kid with his caramel.
Post for rock first, then cut the post flat above ground level, so it's easy to work and you have a level surface to screw down into. Once you've got your fence post flat, you're ready to fit the eye plate. You'll have varying degrees of rot throughout the post, so you'll need to pick the best place to start screwing in the screws. The plate fits perfectly over a 4x4 post, so you can fill up all the holes with screws. If it's a 3x3 post, you may only get 3 of the screws in. You'll need a 17mm socket and an impact driver to screw in the screws.
Bit of review what you've been up to, David, don't you?
Until the plate sits down straight on the post. I've gone in at slight angles too to get a better purchase on the post. Okay, once you've got the eye plate screwed down into your post, you're ready to try and pull this out now. And what we're going to be doing is using a bar and something to pivot off, and then we're going to just slide the bar into the eye there. This has got a swiveling eye on it, so it's handy in that you can just adjust it to whatever position you want. We'll lay down an old piece of post or some blocks, lay the bar on top, and then just use the pivot force to then pull the post out of the ground. Okay, so you lay down your bit of post, and you'll need to adjust this accordingly, closer or further away, depending on what the angle is and whether or not you can get the bar in. We're just going to slide the bar into the eyelet, and then just ready to pivot off that post. Pull the old post out. Okay. Now, you can, of course, if you can't pull it out, you just double up your posts to give you a bit more of an angle, pull more post out, and then that should be ready to just pull out by hand. And there you go. Okay, you can see that's absolutely worked a dream. Literally took me a couple of minutes to screw the screws into the post and pull it out. Now, if you've had to ever dig out fence post in the ground, snapped up in the ground before, you know that it can take a long time because that fence post is in the way of you clearing the concrete out. It just makes things take a lot longer. But now that that post is pulled out of the ground, you can break the concrete off, and you've also got an area where you can put a bar in and pivot off and pull the big chunks of concrete out. Now, you could, if the concrete in the ground is sound and it hasn't cracked at all, you could potentially just then literally slide your new post in if the post is going exactly where the previous post came out. Slide a new timber fence post in there, hammer it in with a mallet, and Bob's your uncle, you've got a brand new post in the ground. It's taking you minutes, literally, and you don't have to concrete it in or anything like that. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget I'll leave a link to this in the description box below.
Tonight in Tel Aviv, images that change everything in an escalation that has already spiraled so fast. Israel's missile defense systems lighting up the sky as they try to intercept incoming Hamas rockets.
Alright.
130 flying everywhere from Gaza, one barrage.
Scary stuff,
Flights
isn't
at the international airport were urgently suspended and diverted. Hamas said it was a specific target. And on the streets, injured Israelis, which, for Israel, will move this conflict onto a different level. The earlier Israeli assault on Gaza, which prompted the Hamas retaliation, had been relentless. And for those who are not the targets, but who are so often the victims, it is terrifying. With the weight of the Israeli Air Force on top of them, there is nowhere safe to run. Locals filmed the moment a 13-story building collapsed. It's not clear how many people were in it at the time. It was a residential block. Israelis had earlier said that they were targeting militants in their homes. The number confirmed to have died through the day and the night before continues to rise. Children too. Here, a mother and her son are buried. They're from a refugee camp. Most in Gaza are refugees. And in one of the hospitals, agony and defiance. This man vows revenge for the death of his comrade, a member of Hamas's Jerusalem brigade. On the Israeli side of the fence, which locks Gaza off, in the city of Ashkelon, the air raid sirens sounded through the day. In the skies, the trails of Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system. It shot down most of the Hamas rockets. The Israeli communities here are used to attacks from Gaza, but not this many in just a few hours. This is the third time it's happened since we've been here. You hear the wail of the sirens, and then moments later, sometimes the thud of the rockets as they come in. From Gaza, there have been scores of rockets over the course of the past few hours, most of them hitting here around this town. A mile away, the home of an elderly lady and her carer. They both died, unable to get to the shelter in time. The Israeli Defense Forces spokesman was here, keen to show us what Israel faces from Hamas. No one can look at this and see anything other than a tragedy that has happened. So the images that are coming out of Gaza are truly horrific. It seems that what Israel is doing in Gaza is totally disproportionate to what is happening here.
I would expect different. I think that what we are doing are specific strikes against military targets inside Gaza that are part of the Hamas and Islamic Jihad's military infrastructure.
We watched the Iron Dome intercept some of them as they flew north. Let's go in, let's go in. Come on, Mohammed! Hamas claims to be the defender of the Palestinian cause, striking their occupier. Israel will strike back harder still, and the diplomacy to break this cycle isn't there.
At Nurofen, we know demanding lives can cause headaches. Unleash the speed of liquid with Nurofen Express liquid capsules. You do the full-on day, we'll do the fast-acting headache relief. And with targeted throat pain relief that lasts up to 24 hours, try Nurofen's medicated plaster.
Jerusalem is a safe city, one filled with aspirations and hope. People often ignore this aspect. They only see the conflicts, hatred, and tensions.
Ever since Donald Trump recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, the fragile status quo of the city has been in the balance. What long-term consequences will his controversial decision have? Will it further deepen the divide between Palestinians and Israelis, or could it ultimately bring them closer?
Either there will be like a crazy big war, or a miracle. The deal of the century that Trump wants to do will make everyone happy.
Shmuel Khan is relatively unfazed by the uproar surrounding the US president's decision to move the American embassy to Jerusalem.
For Israel, it's been clear for a long time that Jerusalem is its real capital.
Swiss-born Shmuel came to Israel 10 years ago and became an Israeli citizen 5 years later. He wanted to become more intensely involved with his Jewish religion. He studied Hebrew and became a tour guide. Shmuel lives close to the government district in the western part of the city. After he got married, his wife Efrat moved here from another part of Israel to be with him. Their small apartment is full of their wedding photos. The two are making plans for their anniversary. But no one in Israel can completely escape into private life. Politics is everywhere here. The Khans can see the Israeli parliament building from their kitchen window.
You can see the Knesset behind me. And there's the Supreme Court over there. Trump's decision by the European countries on whether Jerusalem is the capital or not, won't make much of a difference. All the heads of state have been here to visit the Knesset, whether they recognize Jerusalem as the capital or not.
Put those weight off. Do you need that one?
The majority
No,
of Israelis
Alexa.
probably see things that way too.
I'm having trouble connecting. I'll keep trying.
She's got your neck. Take that cable.
But that's not the real issue. The Palestinians also claim Jerusalem as their main city. They feel as humiliated as the Israelis feel relegated. Jerusalem is divided between Israelis in the west and Palestinians in the east. Most of the international community views the predominantly Arab eastern part as being under Israeli occupation. It includes the Old City, which is divided into Muslim, Christian, and Jewish quarters. Here on the Temple Mount, the Western Wall and the Al-Aqsa Mosque, holy sites of Judaism and Islam, are crowded side by side.
It's usually pretty harmonious in Jerusalem, and that's how it should stay. But of course, there are tensions here. The Temple Mount is a huge religious magnet, charged with historical and archaeological meaning. And then there's the political aspect. If things get a bit shaky, it can lead to unrest.
Palestinians have staged numerous protests following the US decision to recognize Jerusalem as the Israeli capital. They see it as a move to cheat them out of their rightful heritage. Anthropologist Ari Kleiber is from an old Palestinian family with roots in Jerusalem that he traces back to the 14th century. He would rather not talk about Donald Trump, but about his beloved city, which he considers to be the historical home of the Palestinians.
It's the centerpiece of Jerusalem. It's the holy place by excellence for the Muslims. It's the place you have to realize well God connected with Muhammad, connected with God. On the ground, it's one city where all the people work together, it's the same hospitals, it's the same cafes, it's the same restaurants, it's the same streets, we live together jointly. But on a rural level, it's a different affair. The land has been annexed, it's Jerusalem, the people have been overlooked. This is a classical case of historical denial and historical revisionism.
Kleiber fears that US foreign policy will now make life for Palestinians even more difficult. The European Union is concerned about that too. Perched high above the city on Mount Zion is Little Mission Abbey. The Benedictine monastery is located on a piece of land that belongs neither to Israel nor to the Palestinians. It was a gift from the German Kaiser in the late 19th century. Father Nicodemus Schnabel attaches great importance to its neutral status.
Both the EU and Germany take a clear stance on this, as does the Holy See. A two-state solution is imperative. For the city, that means that the West, where Parliament and the Supreme Court are already located, is undisputably the capital of Israel. And the East, and that is the great aspiration, is the capital of Palestine.
This is the one you see. We'll be coming close to it.
The wall is the most visible symbol of division. The Israelis have been building it as a protective barrier against suicide bombers since early 2000.
What was that Tinkies we used last week?
Focus.
Focus, it was focus.
Aye. I'm sure it was, aye.
Focus.
Has deployed that this is the homeland for the Jews. This is the narrative that Trump played with, and he really shouldn't have interfered. He legalized.
They'll have the same as I had the last time.
I'm sure I've put these sausage rolls in already.
Oh, sweet, are they ready?
Don't know be far off it.
Forgot about doing that. Would you like some of this?
Father Nicodemus's view, Palestinians and Israelis have equal claims to sovereignty over the Holy Land.
Forgot about the sausage rolls.
Both
Aye.
One or not? Nothing else we have to eat. One or not?
I got a job, that's why it's speed up.
Right. 5 mile job at 50 speed.
Right.
We're here in Yorkshire to speak to Tony Lovell and his boss Sean about the drones they use in the special forces and the military police. Over the last 15 years, technology has evolved rapidly. As you'll see in this programme, somehow the drones do different things, and this will be explained by Tony and Sean.
Hello cool, you have talent.
Follow vehicles, find people, and identify them. Got live feed for heavy drones around the road. The responsibility is on this guy. And if I remember
Thanks, Elise. Sorry if I said it wrong.
Whatever your type, you like to see it left. Real type. Really? Real type. The detail one, it takes up a bit of time, but the runway, I have more of an idea.
Yeah, Freddie will go get food.
Oh, for God. Yeah, we're back shortly. After.
Hey? 5 kilometres, I'll go to the camera, and it's done, but basically that there is we follow the same rules like the airline companies with the CAA.
Welcome.
When things go wrong, the computer doesn't understand it.
Another 10 minutes.
Different, yeah, we different. Yeah, we different. Yeah. Hey, y'all different. Yeah, but if you throw it up like this, that mean you just like, you just showing your other homies and shit like that.
I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why you don't, because he don't leave. The last thing he needs is attention on him, because he already got something going on.
Maybe he's saying he's blood, but he don't act like a blood. He don't act like one at all.
So I can draw all to the
Are you a blood drinker?
I'm gonna draw no attention. That's a big part. I'm not the light to know the truth. I'm not the light to
Say, Cliff, you already know the answer. You even know where I'm from. Knock it off, Say, Cliff.
fucking know what's really going on in Fred Lowe.
All right, what else am I, Say, Cliff? That's not the crip walk I be doing, Say, Cliff. You gotta know the difference in a crip walk and just a regular dance that Bloods be doing. I can put a music video right now of my nigga let me see who video is that. I'm trying to see. Are you a blood or no? Hold on, Say, Cliff. I'm trying to think. Hold on. You fucking my thinking up. I gotta use my nigga senses real quick. Are you a blood dog? What's my nigga name? Shit gets real. Shit gets real. I asked you a question, dog. What's that? I only want one answer. Do you rep the blood or no?
One more subscriber.
Subscriber, thanks Elise. Where are you from? You sound as if your name should be French or something. If you don't mind me asking.
We're not talking about, I'm talking about the rapper Big Dude, the blood nigga he's from Pretty Well, Emmelane's, and he the blood. Yeah, LA Emmelane's, he a blood. He do that same shit. That's not the Crip Walk, my nigga. That's like just blood dance type shit, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the Crip Walk. Crip Walk look completely different from that, what I be doing. Things is Crip.
I'm from France, Europe.
Things is Crips, nigga. And what, Dookie Brown, and that's Crip. No, the only hood that wear Dookie Brown is,
cool, I thought your name sounded French.
What are they? Spooktown, not Spooktown, but what is they? You gonna tell me Georgetown niggas wear brown.
It'll be heating up now this time of year there as well, eh? It's getting warm here.
No, don't listen to this nigga, man. No, I'm talking about the album cover, nigga. Look at the album cover, nigga. All bloods wear khaki, blue, brown khaki, tan khakis, dark brown. That's blood's got colors, my nigga. In Southern California, you know a nigga is a blood if he got all black on. If he got any brown on. Yeah, all black, brown, or red. That's a blood. Those are all blood. What's brown what you said? Nigga, I ain't heard no blood. That's blood. That's blood colors. It's like I was telling you. Yeah. I've never heard of that shit in my fucking life, nigga. Brown is a blood color. Tan is a blood color. Red is a blood color. All black, that means you're a blood. Don't you know? Chris can wear all black too. Chris can wear all black too, bro. No, don't say that. Don't say that. But if you got all black on, that means you're a blood. No, it don't, dog face. Nigga. Okay, it don't. Alright, according to Hardy, it don't. Bruh, it don't, nigga. Nigga, if the nigga got all black on and you go into a Crip neighborhood, a Crip automatically know you're a blood because you got all black on. If you got brown on or tan, you a blood. If you got red on, you a blood.
See you later.
Oh, Ice Cube was a Crip.
See you later. Cheers for popping in.
Ice Cube wasn't no fucking Crip.
Take it easy.
That's like famous nigga shit. Y'all want me to show y'all? I don't know. Anybody can wear all black. Like he said, anybody can wear. But if you gang banging, if you in like some hood shit, and the nigga come in with all black, that means he's on the face. Stop, dog face. No, that means he's on the face. That means the nigga just ain't playing today. If a blood not playing, he gonna put all black on. Or else he gonna put some red on. If a nigga put a black on, I don't give a damn if you wear a black, man. Diggy, nah, shut up, dog face, cause you proud. If you wear black Diggies, or you wear black Levi's, you gonna always have that red flag. These niggas trying to tell me that come from the shit. These niggas they ain't even from the shit. Screaming, bro. Tell a nigga that's from the shit. Like, what? This nigga didn't even have Facebook was a blood shit. Facebook was a Crip shit. That's a very uncomfortable feeling. Trust me. For somebody trying to tell you where you from. They don't know nothing about it. Yeah, it's like uncomfortable, and then they piss you off. Like, it's like, nigga, I don't know that shit. Nigga, I can't tell you how we grew up. Hey, let's agree to disagree. Jay Hardy is from where he stays from, right? You're from Jackpot. That will not block. We're going to agree to disagree. So that way you don't ever get brought up again. And that way people don't got to keep repeating. That kind of shit's criminating. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, police do be watching it. They be all kind of shit. Niggas be snitching. Well, I was saying, how long you been on? How long y'all been arguing? Nigga. Y'all niggas learn something. Bloods wear all black. me, hey Sal, when have you ever seen a crib where 10, you know the white 10
Yeah, the time you open it back up, you'll need to click the 3 dots and change it to live chat.
I have done.
Huh?
I have done.
Like I was telling these niggas, that's a blood shoe. You remember a
I'm sure
crib
you
would
did.
never wear 10
Eh?
I'm sure you did.
Hey, a crib could never wear all white K-Swiss. That's not what blood do. You will never see a crib where 10 K-Swiss is not no blood suit, nigga. You know what that shit? You know what that shit mean? Yes, it is. I'm trying to think what else is like. That shit mean kill a slob when I see a slob, nigga. That is not no fucking blood suit. A lot of crip niggas wear fucking K-Swiss. That's what crips made. But they made all red K-Swisses. But that motherfucking sign mean kill a slob when I see a slob, my nigga. That is not no blood suit. This is K-Swiss. You can only have the all white ones on. Bloods don't wear the other K-Swiss. Only the all white ones. Kill a sissy when we see a sissy. Facts. That's what that shit means. I know what Hardy just dumbass shit said. That's the shit. That's what I ain't never heard of that. That's what I ain't never heard of that, bro. I ain't never heard of that, bro. That's what Crips say when they see a blood with K-Swiss on. They just switch the words, like what he just said, they just switch the words into some Crips shit. They changed it over.
Sup slurry flippers, emoji growing hard.
No, Christoph, how are you?
Everybody know that. Get the fuck out of here, Hardy. You want to explain this shit to a nigga that in that shit. That's exactly what K-Swiss stands for. Kill a sissy when you see us pissy. Kill a sissy. I ain't never heard nobody say that shit to me like that. Kill a sissy. Kill a sissy, huh? That's what niggas was saying when they was K-Swiss on. And then the Crips started saying kill a slob when you see a slob. Crips just started saying that.
Such natural talent.
Thanks, Chris.
They might start saying it before that, and Bloods probably switched the words to the sissy shit. Now, you do know the first K-Swiss shoe was the light blue shoe, right? Y'all do know that, right? You don't give a fuck. Y'all do know the first K-Swiss shoe was white, no, right? We know K-Swiss comes in all colors. But if you know that, if you know the first K-Swiss, the first pair was blue and white. You do know that, right? We don't give a fuck. Obviously. That bit was mentioned in the file, nobody give a fuck what color. What color BKs came in first? Black and orange, nigga.
That does look a little like a pants from this angle TBF.
Do I got some Air Force Ones? No, I don't like this solid white Air
It
Force
does look a little like a pens from this angle.
Nah, I got some Shacks, but I ain't never had no solid white K-Swiss. Yeah, anybody can wear all white, no matter. I mean, you know.
This shit you don't know, Chris.
Reeboks is a blood shoe, though. Reeboks is a blood shoe. I fuck with Reeboks, my nigga. Oh, God, I do. These niggas blood. If that's your vibes, what you want to rock, if you doing the all white thing. But I'm Air Force One now. I'm a gangster Nike nigga. Solid white. Other black. Yeah, I just don't like the Air Force One all white though for some reason. That's never been my cup of tea for some reason. I don't know why either.
Thank you, whoever's there. Somebody just got rid of him. That must be a clone.
Oh sorry, my bad, it's an elephant slug hole.
I'm I'm more like a Air Max type of nigga though. You know what I'm saying? Air Force Ones is cool and all, but you know I like Maxes though, bro. You know what I mean? I got some all white Maxes right now.
Y'all was rocking Air Force, Air Maxes, a friend do?
Yeah, most definitely Maxes and Jordans, my nigga. Maxes and Jordans and Reeboks. What color is that?
That elephant's ear looks just like a willy.
Are you partial to an elephant's lug hole, like?
Right.
I got the solid red paper Maxes, nigga. I got blue and red, baby. I got paper Maxes on my feet. Paper Maxes, paper
I'm dead the red ones, because I counted when he first came out.
You can't see what I'm seeing.
I can see what you're seeing. I see it up there. Oh, Christoph thinks it looks like cotton balls. Huh? Usual shit.
Christoph thinks it looks like cotton
Who?
balls. Oh, I
Hey,
see it. It's here. Ah, it's here.
Thomas, here is your reminder.
Alexa.
Take Coca-Cola.
is it heating up down your way, Christoph? Because it's getting hot up here.
Do you remember? These right here. These all white ones. These are blood shoes. Those are blood shoes. Ain't nowhere around that. But see, you know what I mean, bro? So what? You can do that though. I think you're blood. You can wear some all white shoes, bro. You can do that. They blood shoes. That's all bloods wear those, my nigga.
You know the difference between African and Indian elephant ears?
Well, you know, I mean, I don't know. All blood shoes, my nigga. That's like a stamp in the blood. You know what I'm saying?
One of them's got larger lugs than the other.
You know, all the time.
I think it's Asians that are bigger, if I remember right.
I don't know shit about Upnorth bloods at all. At all. The only cases I had, nigga, they was all black, my nigga, and not even like them after 2-3 days, so they started stealing flat. I'm talking about you said
Their ears reflect the country. Same shape, it's strange.
The African one doesn't know that much. But it's total coincidence. It's no, I mean, it's not that strange.
You only see a white K-Swiss on the blood. You feel me? White, them tan Chuck Taylors, those are blood shoes. Blood shoes. It says right here, bruh. It's a true K-Swiss suit. It's true K-Swiss suit. Or Crips in LA. Chile style, where I see a style. That's what I do. Shit. You can bruh. Because it's true. It's I'll be back. Yeah, this nigga thought I was the first one to get this nigga go Google that type of shit. You can't Google that.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? That's like real nigga shit.
This suit came out on a Thursday, right? I know the manager at a suit house.
What kind of shoe is that, Face?
It's the paper match. Nigga, you won't find it. Goddamn, that shit is loud. No, you got this shit. This shit, you want to find it nowhere else.
That's
Still plenty of work to get done on it, so no look what happened, it's finished, believe me. Still got to put in
No,
the,
it's not about the all white shoes.
like
It's like some gangbanging
put in the dark to put in the depth, and then I've got to put in all the lighter bits and stuff, and fix the edges and shit, and there's still loads more to do on it.
Yeah, when it comes to fashion, blood, Crips don't have like a... Just keep it blue. Everything's blue. Blood's got to be the dress code.
Christoph, behave, man.
Nowadays, it's different though. Nowadays, the Bloods and the Crips, they dress all type of different ways.
Y'all want to fuck with this Crip shit, man, and be on some bullshit?
I'm talking about blood. Blood used to be right? certain things you can
I'm kidding.
Your shoes, your pants, and your shirt, your hat. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a nigga blood. If a nigga got all black on, he automatically a blood. He got all gang banging. Niggas that wear all black to go hit licks. You ain't ever hit a lick before, dog face. You ain't ever put all black on to go hit a lick. Hey, you ever hit a lick before? You got some black Dickies on, some black probably Cortez Nikes or whatever, and a black sweater, and a black beanie that's pretty good. That's not no crib. A crib can just put all blue on and do the same thing, nigga. Cribs don't wear all black. Hey, so you trying to tell me, dog face, you a nigga from, hold on, say Cliff, hold on, say Cliff, hold on, say Cliff. Say Cliff, hold on real quick.
You seem proper chill since you started with your inner expression. Good on you.
Well, I've had a lot going on, eh?
But if you on a regular day, right, just chilling on a regular day, you're not robbing no.
You're very talented.
You got some black Dickies on, a black sweater, and a black beanie. These niggas don't understand this type of shit. They don't even understand it. They come from different places, so they don't get it. You come to Southern California, a nigga know you a crip, will know you a blood because you got all black on. And you just not wearing red today. You got a blood.
You there, Tam?
You might not want to wear red today. You might put on black on. Or you put some brown shit on. You know, blood don't wear all type of shit.
Hi, Tom's here, aye. He's just watching streams there. He's busy watching his own stuff.
I've seen it plenty of times when they done put the blue shirt, the flip over on the outside. I've seen that thousands and thousands of times. That shit don't even sound like I done seen that shit thousands of times. I'm from the land though, bro. I'm from the land, bro, where that shit really go down, my nigga. Like I got homeboys, my nigga, that's Crips, my nigga. My nigga Yellow Boy, he a Crip, my nigga. They wear them all black, nigga. You can't say that he a Crip. No, he a Crip or blood, my nigga. You just don't know, man. Niggas wear all black, my nigga. That don't mean that for blood because you wear all black, blood. Nigga, last time he was my shit. He ain't no Crip. That's weird to me. Wear all black Dickies suits, my nigga, with motherfucking blue, with a lot of blue on, with blue rags hanging, bro. Nah, nigga, Artie, it's not the same, my nigga. Y'all, it's not the same.
I remember you and Tam's after party stream, when you forgot the cam on the phone was still going. Sexy AF. LOL Chris.
Look at the Sardanians or whatever you call it. That's a Crip Mexican that be wearing black and blue. We're talking about Mexicans, Hardy. We talking about niggas. We're talking about gangbangers, so that's all it was. We're talking about gangbangers, right?
I remember you, Tom's after party stream when you forgot. Chris,
Hello,
you're just
Furry.
a creep. Alright, sweaty. Your vibe's got to go there, ain't you? Your vibe's got to go to sex.
Crip don't wear blue, black Dickies and black pants. Black pants and black pants. See, that's why y'all lay behind everything, man. Y'all lay behind things.
Sorry, but you're just a creep.
Sorry.
Can you ever have a conversation that doesn't bring sex into it? Sorry, that's all you ever say, innit? You come out with it and then you think it's alright because you're saying sorry. Try to justify it. Oh, well, sorry, I didn't mean it. Well, stop fucking doing it.
It was quite nice though.
Aye, fan-fucking-tastic. Creepy fuck. Hello, Sweaty, how are you doing?
Naturally beautiful.
But when you're from a gang territory and you see a lot of bloods and you get to see over here a lot of crips, you can see niggas can
Don't
almost
be mad.
dress the same besides what they represent on their flag.
You can do with every lassie on playroom, you know what I mean? Every lassie you date with. Don't be mad. But because you're being a creep. So it's me that's in the wrong, is it? Because you're being a creep. I've just to accept it, you're got to be a creep. Don't be mad. It's just natural, just go with the flow. No, it's not natural for you to be a creep.
I just happened to be tuned in. I'm not a creep.
You've got to be ashamed of yourself. I just happen to be tuned in, I'm not a creep.
It
So,
was you that was
try
streaming
having
it.
a conversation that doesn't involve sex. And then I'll tell you if you're a creep or not. Because it seems like all your conversations are just about sex.
Man, I only bought black dickies, I only bought black dickies, I only bought all red dickies and all white dickies and tan ones. I didn't buy no other color dickies. Well, no, my bad, I had some, my bad, I was a dickie fan. I had all green dickies too, that was
Thank you. And? Right, it was us that was streaming it and? But so you're going to sit and creep over it?
That's crazy to the motherfucker, bro. I mean, that's probably where you from, though, Saint. That might be understandable. But
Okay, I seem to have hit a nerve. TC anyways, emoji blue heart, emoji sparkling heart.
Yes, it is, though, cool, because I searched some niggas I heard some random niggas, though, but they was talking about blood and pussy. I heard some of the Burlock niggas,
We'll see the next time. Oh yeah, every day's going about sex. Try going into a woman's stream and not going on about sex.
Maybe learn how to use your phone, Babby. TC.
See you later, Chris.
Just want to bang with the black you really that's all I needed. That's all I needed. I just said we needed somebody from the other side to come in and speak up on gang bang is black is everybody get wearing black, that's gang bang. She moved my tap here right now. He said, how do I get in? Hey man, some niggas wear all black and they don't be gang banging, but when you wear all black, that make you feel like it's gangster when you wear all black. You ain't gotta be no blood. You ain't gotta be no crib. But if you wear all black, you might, if you on some gangster shit, you wear all black, nigga. That don't come with no blood or no crib, nigga. Or you can wear all white black, nigga, you gangster. You out. If you wear all white, black, that means that you the nigga that got the money. You out there. Because you don't know what black. That is a crip. You don't know what black. He just said he wore black. He just said it right now, straight lip. He just said it right now. I don't know no fucking black. He just told you that right now. How you gonna go back and do that to that man's words? The nigga just said it. He don't own no black dickies or none of that shit. No, he is a crip. He don't wear that shit. Show me a pair of black dickies, a pair of black Levi's, or any pair of black pants.
I'm sure I can.
No, he not dog face. He don't stand up the next 3 hours. Well, he just said so much. I said to the beach. Okay. Who said show me some black dick? That's it. I don't care, dog face. Everybody got to duplicate. You can't say that. If he come in here, all I want to do is hear him say that Chris square black jeans. He's from Compton. He's from Compton. So, you know, Compton got their own rules. Compton is like, yeah, they different. So he might say the same shit, he might not. You gotta understand Compton. That's what my rules are. I get Compton Chris up in this motherfucker. Yeah, do that. Do that. That's perfect. Because we're going to find out if he's really from Compton, though. He's really from Compton. He's a all fucking those dark-ass things. And he might not be internet friendly. Where you from? You know, he's from Compton. He's a rich from Compton Chris. Look at Dodie. He digging deep. Oh, okay. Yeah, he digging deep. Show me a pair of black jeans you own. And you a crip. Show me a black jeans. Nah, look, Crips can wear black jeans and jeans. What I'm saying is Crips don't wear all black like blood. Yes, they do, dog. Like I said, they can. They can do whatever the fuck they want to. But what I'm saying is that's an old particular blood thing. Back in the day. Nowadays, I don't know what the fuck y'all can do whatever you want. You don't wear red. Yeah, ask Donnie, can he show you? Since he said it, ask Donnie to show you no shit like that. You don't know shit like that. You need to wear some basketball shorts, play. Yeah, you don't wear shit like that if you're a big girl. Yeah, I know my nigga. What you say? Yeah, all that shit done changed up. You know, when we do that. Yeah, I know. Nowadays, it's still kind of different. When I'm talking about anything, I'm not even talking about today, like nowadays. What you want to do nowadays? You see Crip wear red now. You see Crip wear blue. It's all the way different now. I was talking about that. Yeah, it's like it ain't even like it used to be. I'm talking about like how it used to be. When the shit was really going down. Even in the winter, shit was nowadays, another thing, everything. That's why we do this shit. The internet changed everything. Niggas be talking about the old shit and we on new shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, the new shit is on internet shit. Everything is internet. So you might as well represent your shit, my nigga. Represent your shit because everything's internet now. And you got subscribers. It ain't like it used to be where you gonna run into the nigga, you can talk shit, but you gonna see that nigga tomorrow. That's the old day. That's the day you talk shit on the internet, you ain't gonna see that nigga tomorrow. Say, but you ain't got them white railings? No, I don't. if you see them, you don't, it's like a mandatory thing when you see those. What is they only $200? You could have been See, the thing is, Hardy come from Fresno, but he think he know all the real California, Southern California shit. But he don't know nothing about Southern California shit. Alright, niggas, like I said, if my cousin tap in right now, he figure this shit out, he'll let you know. Cause they know, you know what I'm saying? He love his cricket. This nigga from Compton, he a crip from Compton, but this nigga be in niggas that guard projects and all that shit. I'm shocked. I'm gonna be shocked. Real nigga shit, man. Real nigga shit. I got hella niggas. I got hella 501 chronic gang. But we ain't talking about those. We talking about, look, we just trying to explain some shit. I was just trying to get that shit across to y'all niggas. How Bloods used to dress versus how Crips used to dress. It was two completely different dress codes. You can tell if a nigga was a Crip. Eastwood up in here, man. Call out Eastwood. Eastwood from Long Beach. Eastwood, he with that Crip and shit. Long Beach is kind of like completely different from the rest of LA. That's like a totally different. It's like Long Beach got their own Crip shit going on over there. They 100% Crip. They got no bloods. But what's the difference? So what? So he went. That means he's obligated. That means he's the only obligated person to wear some black dickies and black pants. No. But Eastwood wouldn't know nothing about how bloods do, like, unless he learned the shit afterwards. I done seen Snoop Dogg in all black goddamn dickies and a black sweater with yellow lines. About some blood shit. Everybody been seeing this shit, man. We can't act like we ain't seen this though, man. So it don't matter. I ain't never seen shit. If a blood flaming, look. The only time you'll see, like when you see a blood flaming, like all the way from head to toe, that means they have war with somebody.
Hi, darling.
Fantastic.
Good stuff.
Busy?
I'm out of here, guys, but we're still there. Oh, catch you later. Toodle pip.
Very
See
nice.
you
Are
again.
you selling it?
That means it's going down somewhere. Like something for the